Welcome to episode 9 of the Road to Roatan. It's a series where I am just taking you on my journey to the CMAS World Championships in freediving from just a normal guy's perspective. Why do I say I'm a normal guy? Because I'm not really especially talented at this. I think I've done well given my limitations. So today was my first full day in Roatan, Honduras. Just getting the lay of the land. I slept pretty well. Took a bunch of sleep supplements last night. Seemed to be working. Sleep score is getting better. Right after I woke up, did some breath work, CO2 tables, did a little stretching. But right when I was done with that, the power went out. It got hot. So I went to go get my coffee at a place that had a generator, which it wasn't too hot. Then I had a brunch with a teammate from Team USA. Went over to Caribbean Freediving. So there's two big freediving schools here in Roatan. One is Roatan Freediving School, and they are the organizers for the World Championship. I originally thought I was going to train out of there, but the Caribbean Freediving School is closer to me, and their setup is pretty good. I also asked a bunch of people, and it seems to be quite reputable as well, and met the owner there. They do have a platform, and they have oxygen. So I can use oxygen at the end of my training to recover. And I believe in the last episode or 2 episodes ago, I talked about using oxygen for recovery. So I'm pretty psyched about that. The other school, Roatan Freediving School, would have been like a 15-minute walk more. I don't have a scooter here. It's quite expensive compared to Asia. Went to the gym, didn't do much. At this point, I'm not doing the gym for strength, just sort of maintaining and just preserving my sanity. Generally feel a lot better about life when I do lift. I also have a shoulder injury. I think I did it swimming. When I was in Irvine, I went to take my godson out for a swim, and after that, it hurt. It's right along here. So if anybody knows anything about anatomy, let me know what this is. But it is feeling better. But I did some light lifting in. And when I got back, there was still no power. And my laptop ran out of power. And I just social media'd on my phone. I thought when I got back here and there's like no power, at least I could just take a shower to cool off. But apparently, I guess the water here is running off a, what do you call those things? A pump? And you need electricity for that, so there's no shower available. So really hot day for me today. Oh, also I cooked my first time cooking dinner here in Honduras. Just rice, some red beans, put a can of tomato sardines in it, had a couple hard-boiled eggs or soft-boiled eggs, and it was aight. Food is kind of expensive here for a developing country. I don't like that. In Bali or Philippines, the food is much cheaper. When I was in Mabini, you pay $10, you're having a meal at a resort. You pay $10 here, it's just some shack. Shack. Well, it wasn't a resort, not a shack. It's just, like a regular restaurant, but nothing fancy. You know what I mean? Now I'm just editing videos. I'm editing the videos out in the living room, but it has no air conditioning there, and I just wanted a bit of a reprieve from the heat. So I came back to the bedroom, shoot this, and I'm trying something new. So in my downtime, if I'm not, working on the computer or whatever, I use just kind of social media. So while I'm here, at least, I am gonna make sure to watch more movies, Netflix, do some reading on my Kindle as a way of winding down. Back in the, when I was growing up, watching too much TV was a problem for me, just like social media is for me now. So it's ironic now that I go back to that to sort of wind down. But I guess it's better than social media because at least you have a singular focus. Your brain isn't jumping all over the place and getting these undeserved dopamine hits, if you know what I mean. So tomorrow, 8 a.m., get to the freediving school to start my training here in Roatan. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. I am on day 2, or second full day here in Roatan, Honduras, and my first training session with Caribbean Freediving School. Freedivers. Something like that. Looks like an overcast day. It's really early in the morning. It's not even 7:30, and I want coffee. Didn't sleep well that last night. I need coffee and I need a nap. Signing my life away.
Yes.
Woo! I just got back from training, lunch, gym, a little shopping, and it is hot. Actually, I'm actually quite lucky because when I was doing some grocery shopping, it was quite hot. It was no clouds in the sky, making it quite hot. But sort of clouds came out, made it a little bit cooler, but quite humid. So my walk back, it's 10 minutes from the gym, a little bit uphill, and it's very humid. The benefit, I guess, of the rain and the clouds is it's very humid. I am sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. So I'm gonna, before I do a little debrief for you guys about my day, I am going to cool off with a shower, cold shower. But let me show you something. This is hilarious. So my laundry, I clearly told them my name was Ray, and I spelled it out for them, R-A-Y. But they just wrote Chino. I've been reduced to just a ethnicity, but I'm cool. It's all right. I thought it was hilarious. But that laundry was $6 US. I'm not gonna do laundry. I mean, well, I'm perfectly happy. I am perfectly happy washing my clothes in the sink. Easy. That's expensive. First day of training, diving with Caribbean Freedivers. They had a pretty good setup. I really liked it. It's close to where I live. They have a locker area where I can keep all my stuff so I don't have to bring it back and forth. But I think that's pretty standard for a lot of freediving schools. They have it locked up. They have cameras to watch out, to keep an eye on the stuff. Took the boat out, about 10 minutes, dragging the platform behind us. Pretty serious about safety. I felt safe. Obviously, I had O2 on board. They had AED, oxygen, obviously, evacuation plans. I can get to a hyperbaric chamber relatively quickly. They had provided safeties for you, so you don't have to worry about doing your own, safety other people. And I did, for $3 for 5 minutes, I could do oxygen at 5 meters, and I definitely felt a lot better. Had a lot of energy in the afternoon. I'm usually pretty dead. Also considering I didn't really sleep that well last night. Maybe 4 hours, and I feel pretty good this afternoon. The training, all I did was RV, so I didn't really do any deep dives. RV's like 15 meters. Still working on my mouth, feel some stuff there about when to shift, where to keep the tongue, all this, whatever. I won't bore you with that. It's frustrating because it's just not my breath holding me back, but that's kind of always the case. Just managing this little pocket of air is the secret of freediving. Went to the gym in the afternoon. Actually, let's talk about costs. The train at Caribbean Freedivers, if you pay 10 package deal, is $47 US, including the oxygen, including the safety, which is about the same in some of the places I've dove in Asia. So that's on par. Lunch today was about $10. I mean, it wasn't crazy expensive. And it was decent. It was like a Texas barbecue. I had sort of a burrito bowl and brisket. And they had this dog that only ate brisket there, so I gave it a few pieces. The gym is actually probably one of the best deals here. It's $50 for a month, and it's decent. So here are some things I find really expensive here in Honduras compared to Southeast Asia or even Taiwan. So I had some laundry done. It was about $6, and it was like a couple t-shirts, couple boxers, $6. So I'm just gonna wash my clothes in the sink like I did when I was in Bali or Panglao, whatever. I remember when we were in Mabini last week, Janet and I washed our clothes for a full week there, over a week. It's only $8, 2 people. And here, a few days worth of clothes for $6. Scooter is expensive here. Like Bali or Philippines, I think for, $150, maybe $200 at most, you can rent a scooter for a month. Here, it's $600. $600. I want to own a scooter rental company here. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of walking. I'm gonna be hitting my activity target on my Oura ring every day. Probably get like 45 minutes of walking a day, at least. Oh, pool noodle. So I only brought one pool noodle that I brought from the US. I cut it in half, taped it together. I thought that would be enough to keep me buoyant. And it kind of was, but kind of wasn't. So, I had to go shopping for pool buoys. And I got 2 big ones. You see that there? Those were not cheap. Those were $9 each. $18 for 2 pool noodles for something to sit on before diving. But I had to do it. Man, like one of those things of butter was like $10 US. They don't use up a lot of butter here. I mean, food, not that expensive. Actually, it's a little bit expensive. I don't really know. It's just, I'm cooking. I'm doing a lot of cooking. Probably each day I'll cook 1 meal a day. And even then, it's kind of expensive. I bought a big bag of beans and rice. That was $6 US. Cooked dinner tonight, leftovers, beans and rice. I also had some chicken breast that I was brining. Didn't taste as good as when my wife cooks it. I hate chicken breast, but guy has to have his protein, And that's it for episode 10. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Upcoming episodes, we have some shark diving, talk about more about the school I'm training at, Caribbean Freedivers, and of course, training updates. So if you want to receive notification when those episodes drop, hit the subscribe button, and of course, like and comment about what you want to hear about in this journey.